This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines.
And this is the second of 3 meetings between these teams. After losing the first one, I know this squad is hungry for a win here. They don't want to seem outclassed.
Here's Pippen. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Bobo with the rebound. And it's the Lakers ball. Here's Ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And here's Doncic outside. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Offensive rebound. To the right side. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jackson. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Now Los Angeles with it. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, Coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys. And his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Timeout called. Memphis. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. And the three-pointer goes. Jackson's got 5.
Well, modern-day big men can hit threes and guard multiple positions. That's Jaren Jackson.
Pass to Bargnani. A deep 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Edey for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. And it's the Lakers on the break. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach, and I asked about LeBron James and how his team plans to stop him. He said, I told our guys that we can't give him any lanes to the rim, because when that happens, everything else in his game opens up. We need to plug every avenue to the basket. Guys, let's see if they're able to execute this strategy.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw in this game. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And the basket by Pippen.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Ball outside. Fires the three. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
Jackson on the wing. Outside Morant. Pulls it. The shake. Shoots over Ball. And it's Morant missing.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Stolen by Bane. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Doncic. Pass to James. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies. And Los Angeles making a change here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Edey. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Inside. Hayes. That one's good for two.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Morant surveying the floor. Pass to Pippen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
To the inside. And stolen by Bane. Pulls up for three. And another three for Memphis.
What a passer Bane has become.
The Lakers trail. Doncic outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. There's the triple. Connects from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Morant. Blocked. They retain possession. Edey, that's good. Here's Doncic. Vanderbilt with a screen. Again, the Lakers score.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
Shot is good by Reeves.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step here.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Here's Pippen. And here's Collins for three. Hits a three-pointer. Collins has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He must have been feeling it. The opposition hit one, and Collins wanted it back.
Offensive board. Outside Vanderbilt. The three. Doncic feeling it out a bit. 4 on the clock. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
It's good on the putback. Pippin's got his third basket on the night right there.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Morant. Now Jackson. Here's Collins. Outside Bane. Three-pointer off the mark. Now Los Angeles with it. Next up, they'll face the... Wow! LeBron making some noise.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
Jackson with it. Pass to Bane. Jackson, left side. Bobo with the rebound.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
And they'll get another chance. Nice shot by Kennard.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. They get it back. From deep. The shot, no good.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Jackson, right side. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Pass to Bargnani. From down in the low post, it goes. Bargnani's gotten his second bucket.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
To the wing, right side. The 3 is up. And Morant clears the board. Grizzlies trail by 5. Kennard outside. Back to Morant. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Lakers on top. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Lakers lead by 5. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got 10 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Substitution on the court.
Here's James. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most all-star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Here's Pippen. 10 points for him. And another 3 for Memphis.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
James outside. Looking to win the run. The rebound by Edey.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
From deep, Bane. On target from range. And it's a 7-point Memphis lead.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more. Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Edey. That's tipped. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball is called on the floor.
Now Jackson. Here's Edey. Check by James. 5 to shoot. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Ball outside. Here's Doncic. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Pass to Jackson. Puts up a deep 3. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Doncic left side. The 3 from Ball. Knocks down the long J. Ball's got 10 points in the game.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
Memphis calls timeout. Memphis leading. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, number 28, Rui Hachimura.
The ball's knocked loose. Ball with a steal. Here's Doncic. They grab their own miss. Outside Vanderbilt. For the tie. Memphis with a rebound. Well, when this game is over and done with, they'll be off to Utah and take on the Jazz. That kicks off a 5-game road trip for the club. They get it back. Here's Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Kennard. Takes the 3. Rebounded by LeBron. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Out to the wing. Pippen. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Huff. Still without a bucket. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Hachimura, right side. Back to Vanderbilt. And he's going for the oop. Yes, sir! LeBron James!
The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops.
And here's Morant. Jackson on the wing. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Hachimura from long range. Superb transition play from LeBron.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
2 on the clock. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got 15. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now here's Morant. Knocked away. Ball with a steal. Out on his own on the break. Ooh, the explosiveness from Luka. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense. Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
And there's the lob. And that one is stuffed right through.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. 6-point lead. Outside Reeves. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And then Morant with the jam.
Well, it's almost impossible to stay in front of Morant. He's just so quick on the drive.
Doncic with it. Here's Luka. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
First team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
The first free throw is good.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category. He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
Pass to Jackson. To the left wing. Here's Pippen. Outside Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Bane. James with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 9. Here's Doncic. All alone. That one doesn't drop.
Big rebound there. Now the question is, can they be better on the boards down the stretch? It remains to be seen.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And here's Morant outside. The offensive rebound. And it's Edey missing. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Bargnani. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Up and over Doncic. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Time that tip perfectly.
There's Ball with a 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The 3. Here's Edey. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
After losing the first game, they've come back and evened things up in this one. They'll play one more time in this season series after this.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Luka Doncic.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Pass to Bargnani. Now Ball. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Edey. Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16. And And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.